What's up, guys? Just waiting for the producer to give me the okay to talk. Here we are. This is session, I think 48 is where we're at. Last time, the party finally had kind of a showdown against Marco del Torino in the Triumph Amphitheater arena there on the Recursion Island. After which, they were invited over to his place at the end of whenever they got refreshed and set up. It's kind of where we left off. They're on this island for luxury and relaxation, a little bit of information gathering. They've had some good times. They decided to challenge for a battle, for which their fees for their room for the time they're staying there will have been waived for their participation of this battle. And now it's afterwards. So let's get to our party. We will also be having one of our players come just a little bit later. So if Lucius pops in later, that's fine. The rest of you are just finished up with the battle. I believe we leveled up. If you haven't, basically go ahead and take a long rest. You will have been magically refreshed at the end of the battle. Because they don't want anyone, hurt, damaged, destroyed, whatever.
Oh, I did level up.
Yeah.
I just remembered what I did.
You're level up? What? Yeah. So you guys have been invited over to Marco's chateau afterwards. Was there anything you guys wanted to do? Are you heading there? Are you ghosting him? What's the game plan?
I think we've been invited to go and hang out in the chateau. I think he's not bearing us any ill will. We've got no reason to be concerned about it, right?
And if so,
it would be interesting to ask questions from his side of the view.
Yeah, he's just a merc. At the end of the day, I mean, this is the guy that had us personally hounded across an entire island and bad-mouthed us to a king, made us into criminals, wanted and part of the Latong provinces, and who we've actually insulted on 3 different occasions, and have embarked on a number of street fights / brawl / melee / run through a city.
So you're
I think he's going to be... Yeah.
You were saying steal all of his fine chinas, in.
I think he doesn't have fine china. I think he's the kind of guy that would have stuff that looks like it's fine china, but it's actually absolute garbage.
I will see. I will see.
Yeah, no, let's go there. 100%. I think we're on holiday. He's on holiday, and it might turn out that we're could be really good friends by the end of it.
To be honest, I'm just curious how he lives.
How what?
How he lives, his style. He dresses quite big. You can only expect the house to be the same.
I dig that.
You want me to steal his clothes instead?
Bit of a klepto, aren't you, mate?
What? I just saying. I mean, he did you wrong. He did not do me wrong, except stab me in the arena, but that is all right. So, but it sounds like y'all have some hostilities toward each other. But I can make things even. If you would like.
Natsu, mate, you're missing my point. We have history, yeah. If I get angry at every single person who's gotten angry at me for me being me, I would be angry all the time, mate. At the end of the day, we won. We did what we wanted to do despite his best efforts on a number of occasions. It's just like there in the arena. He gave it his best shot, and we laughed, and we jogged on. I do not view this person as a nemesis. He's just another goon. And he dresses a bit nicer than the others, and he hangs out with some people who are a bit nicer, a bit more tasty, but that just makes it more fun. I'm not going to be scared of the guy. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't rob it from him at all.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it is, you
But-
know.
But I'm saying we go in there and we just be ourselves. Yeah?
Oh, I can do that.
All right. You do you, mate. And I appreciate that. Hendrix, am I wrong? Am I...
No, God no. Just think about if we weren't in the Shield Wardens, we could be on his same side. Like we.
Yeah, no, 100%. I can see that.
You
Yeah, and
might-
also, not for nothing, you know, we did what we did. He was not involved with, you know, demons or stealing souls, you know? He was involved with smuggling.
That is. Oh, smuggling. Okay.
Lucius will kind of speak up and say, you know, guys, I think I'm going to, I'll be there. I'm just going to do a quick errand first. So be there in a little bit.
All right.
Okay. Post fight.
Errand.
He was a bit skittish when I took him around places. He was awkward. So
Well, good luck to you, mate. Have a good one out there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I will send Daisy with him so he at least can find his way back to us wherever we may be.
And I will try to pick his pocket.
Mine or Lucius?
All right. Go ahead and
Lucius's.
roll.
Okay.
Oh, no. Getting the bad rolls out first. I keep forgetting how much taller he is than me.
Yeah. He kind of smacks your hand. Hey, I'll be there in a
God.
bit.
Fair enough. Just checking to make sure you still got a dick. Have a good one. See you later.
All right. And with that, you guys head off towards what you've been kind of instructed as the location of Marco del Torino's home, called the Chateau del Torino. Activate it. So you make your way through parts of the island, and there's pathway that starts leading up into like the hills and stuff to the kind of northwest side of the island. And upon one of the hilltops, so there's several places where there's houses, but on top of one of the hilltops, there is a building that's set up. It's got pillared walls with basically like open air in between the whole area. You see on one side of the building, there are several like tables and chairs that are set up outside. There's some planters as you walk up, and then as you kind of get up to surface level, you can see in, like, there's nothing really that's blocked off here. As you walk up, there's a large pool essentially in the middle of the room here, tiled flooring, and there's a table on the far side of the pool that has a bunch of pillows laid out on the floor around it, so it's like a low level table sort of thing. And sitting there is Marco and Morwerin are both sitting at the table. And as you guys approach, Marco will get up and kind of come over to greet you. Greetings, my friends. Greetings. Welcome. Come in. Welcome to Chateau del Torino.
Look about the whole place, sizing it up. Is this your permanent red, or is this just like a holiday home?
Oh, this is my home here on the Arcosian. This is the top floor of my house. It's kind of the recreation and the greeting, the dining and relaxation area.
Nice.
As you kind of like make your way in, you'll see besides there's the pool area, there is a set of spiral stairs that lead downwards off to the right as you enter. There is a fountain and a stream that kind of runs off from the left and just outside the building and heads out, and then like flows down and into a larger actual stream network that feeds larger streams that head down into the island further. there are like these lounge chairs that are set up around the pool, and you can see there's like a little bit of steam rising up off the pool, showing that it is at least hotter than the external air.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. Please come sit down. Please join us. I hope you don't mind. Morweren wanted to meet you, and I always enjoy his company. He brings some of the finest wines.
Oh, well, yeah, finest
Fine
wines,
wine.
can't say no. Yeah.
Can't say no. That's a say yes. I'm gonna
Sorry.
step on in.
What was his name? Morweren.
Mulwaren.
Where?
I'm having a bit of trouble
Mulwaren.
getting inside.
Can you
I
not
need to
get
look.
inside? Oh, it's because there's no doors. Maybe. Hold on.
I'm still attached.
I'm just
to
gonna move you
Natsu.
guys inside.
I've still got a pet kitty
Oh.
cat that follows me
There,
around.
let's go. Now you
Okay,
should
so-
be
Come,
fine.
Natsu. Let's go this way.
I'm slightly
Are you?
alarmed about the fact that there are no doors for us to get back out from, but okay. Are
So
we?
these are all pillars, aren't they? So it's all open flat.
Correct. There's all pillars, so it's
So anyways, the outway.
yes.
Right, okay, I dig it. Okay, fine.
It's just the program decided to put walls there, and now I've removed them. So now there should not be an issue.
All right, there's a couple of dudes up here.
So you see Marco, and there's Morweren. You would have seen Morweren having come to dine with the Golden Lady. He dined with Lenora.
Oh, was that the gentleman at the bar when Lucius was trying to chat her up?
Yes.
Okay.
So you see an elven male, with a beard, pointy ears, hair's kind of kept close and like well combed, well kept. He is sitting at the table, and there's like a hookah sitting on the table, and he is like puffing on it, and this like little green smoke comes out as he exhales. Ah, there they are, he calls as he sees you guys approach. Please.
Do I recognize the smoke?
You can roll me some sort of intelligence
Oh, okay, I'll go straight.
roll.
I haven't seen this exact thing, but it looks like one of the shisha things we have.
I'll do a history check, maybe.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
11.
Not really sure. There's all sorts of different things that let off different smokes, but yeah.
All right, that's fine. It's just an unknown hookah smell. And he's welcoming us. So, thank you for entertaining us here. It's good to see friendly faces.
Of course. Please sit down. There's some wine. There's a platter here on the table.
Brilliant. I don't know if it's best now, but I brought one of our own bottle with us as well. Just seemed the right thing to do. And I pull out one of the bottles from the king's stash that we uplifted a while ago.
Oh, why? Thank you. And Marco kind of pulls out
I
some
didn't
more
know
glasses.
you were going to be here, and now I feel like I'm going to be judged. But then I put the bottle on the table anyway.
Please. No judgment here, my friends. No judgment here. I have met many people over my time, and I do not hold anyone to any level of expectation. Please. Marco puts together a good table, and he gestures. There's like a platter of like finger food type stuff at the moment. There's like cut fruits, some crackers, some cheeses, some like dried meats.
Brilliant. Well, as he's pointing, I will grab the bottle and I'll start pouring everybody a drink. Just talking about it, like, oh, this was a gift from King such and such. for a deed well done. That's like boasting basically about what we've gone through.
Yeah. I will be mage handing with the foods and serving everyone finger foods from the various bits and bobs onto plates and making sure those plates are sent out to everyone around.
Well, good fighting today. Marco will kind of jump in. Yes, you, my friends, did a great job. You were able to defeat me and my companions.
Are they friends of yours? We've known them for a long time.
Well, they are members of my troop, usually. I mean, I rotate depending on the jobs I have.
Right, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, it's your team changes over for each individual need.
Frequently, yes. Sometimes I tend to have I tend to have some of them with me all the time, like of course the name's not here. Gela, I think is her name.
The
Like
witch.
Gela? No, the witch is pretty circumstantial. She was here hanging out. She's not really even one of my normal go-tos.
Oh, you're talking about the larger lady. Packed a pretty punch.
She is quite skilled with her weapons, yes.
Yeah, no, I saw. She's pretty decent. I've got to ask, what do you do for a coin outside of what we've known you to do in the past? To afford not just this place, but you're saying this is your house on the occasion, which makes me feel like you've got other houses in other places.
Some are very much smaller, of course, but no, for the most part, I sell my services. Please excuse if you can hear there are yard work people doing work down at the nearer chateaus. It's quite annoying. But I sell my sword. It is quite valuable. Me and my troop. Every now and then, I'm sure there are other side jobs we do for ourselves, but mainly that's just it.
For a second there, I thought you said you just sold your sword the one time and you made that much money off of it.
I am a mercenary, and so a sword for hire for whoever has the coin to hire me.
Anyone?
For the most part, there are, of course, certain circumstances I take into account whether I desire to take a job or not.
Yeah, what are those stipulations?
Mainly, you have to have enough coin, but also if it's something I find totally repugnant and bad for my future businesses, I will refuse services.
Okay. I'm going to shoot off a telepathy, Ghostwise, to Hendrix there, saying, well, he's not completely immoral, and it's good to know that even a sellsword has some things he finds genuinely repugnant.
And
as
you
I'm
all,
sipping my wine.
You are just only work for the shield wardens, which means what? You there's a benefactor that you are assigned to protect, and yet you are here far away from that.
I mean, everyone gets a holiday, don't they?
I suppose I've been known to take them. This is somewhat of a holiday, coming home and relaxing, but my last benefactor has gone missing, and I have not heard from them in quite some time. So,
well, it's probably safe to say that, similar to yourself, our benefactor has multiple teams, and they're in circulation, and we happen to get some time off. And what better place to come than here?
Of course. I must say that, I mean, part of it is, yes, I like to bury the bone and move on. Whatever ill will is felt between us can dissipate, hopefully, with this meeting. But also, Mowerin had wanted to meet you more. He found what you did quite interesting, quite skillfully done, and he's heard some stories already of your exploits on other islands, and he said he was very interested.
I'm going to regard my wearing as soon as I'm hearing this information. Can you describe what he's wearing?
So he's
and
wearing
how much of not a collar he has on?
yeah. So he's wearing a dark suit, dark green suit, with like golden trim here and there. He's it has like a collar that comes up, but it's all just cloth, and you can see there's bear skin underneath.
He's made from bears?
Yeah, the skin of a bear.
That's pretty heavy. And smelly. Okay, fine. So he's a well-dressed... Did you say elf?
Elf.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, beard, green eyes, short, dark hair.
Are elves with beards a common thing? We have had this conversation before, I feel.
Yeah. I'd say you would probably know that it's not like a common thing for elvish men to be bearded.
Okay.
Might have something else in it.
Yeah, it's just a different thing. But the green eyes as well. Okay. Can I take a look at the jewelry that he has on, the accessories that he possesses, the things that his fingers like to touch the most? I'm trying to get a sense from this guy. Is he unadorned? And if he is adorned, is he covered in a host of gewgaws and accessories, or does he have one or two, or even maybe just one thing, which is his tactile plaything?
Okay. Just give me a perception check to kind of gather in as much. I mean, you're obviously going to see quite a bit of this anyways, but
today's not the day for me to know shit. I'm on holiday.
All right. I mean, he does have a few pieces of expensive jewelry on. He's got like a chain around one of his wrists. He's got a couple of rings on, one of which is like on his right middle finger. And if he's not holding the hookah and taking a smoke, it's kind of like the one he tends to kind of play with a little bit, like kind of rub against the back of it. The stone on it, the green stone on it, kind of waddles back and forth as he does that. Okay.
All right. I'm going just taking it all on board, trying to get a better idea about this guy. And I mean, I'd like to, whilst we're having hookah, whilst we're eating, as part of this conversation, I want to gear it to a position where he feels he wants to tell us about himself, or tell him, or get him to be in a position where he wants to give up some information seemingly of his free will. I'm gifted with conversation. I'm gifted at being a listener and appealing to a person's insecurities and ego. That's part of what I am, right?
I can back him up somehow and help him out. I will.
All right.
So I guess I'm using the performance of conversation, the performance of a dinner party / cocktail party setting to put someone at so much ease that they wish to give of themselves willingly.
All right. I think though we're still going to use this, and it probably won't hurt you much. Let's go with persuasion. You can have advantage because you have Hendrix kind of feels the way you're working the conversation and is able to kind of add to it as well.
So,
hey everybody at home, since I've leveled up, I've now gained expertise in persuasion.
While this is going on, I want to use...
I rolled a 7 and an 8, so that's a 22.
All right.
I want to use their...
So nice.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
As a background for me to...
So at first it's all just like chit chat and conversation. I don't know how much you guys desire to, like, if there's certain questions you have for them before anything, or just
story.
I mean, I don't know. Do I have any particular stories or questions, Natsu?
So while they're having this conversation, and whatnot, I want to use that as a smoke screen and be really studying the silverware, the eateries and whatnot, and trying to determine how expensive all this stuff is.
Okay.
And if it's real or not.
Yeah. Give me some sort of role that you think would lead to your ability to know how much things are.
Probably. Cook utensils?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, and well, either let's see, I don't know, insight maybe.
Insight's more like what people are thinking, or what their
so
intentions are. So, like, I could say maybe perception or like a history.
Let's do perception, maybe. Yeah, let's do perception. 25.
Okay. So the cutlery and the china and stuff that are here that have been provided by Marco are they're very nice. Probably nicer than one would have expected. Definitely nicer than Randy had alluded to Marco's stance being. All of it like fine silver, fine china with like inlaid into it gold, like filigree onto it, whatever.
And with that thought, what was Randy's question to Natsu?
Oh, I mean, I was angling, looking to see if there was anything in particular that would be guiding our questions to this elf. I think we want to know why he wants to meet us and who are his friends. What is the circle that he runs in?
Sure, Randy. I mean, our guest has extremely fine taste in stuff. I mean, more so than, the average, noble. So, obviously, the guest that our has presented with Mr. What's his name?
Del Torino.
Del Torino is the sellsword.
Not
Morwaren is the name that's been given.
Obviously, Morwaren is top notch. So, he only, he is interested in us, then surely we must be that more fantastic.
I understand and I agree. So,
and I kind of like do that subtle thing with the silverware, kind of, look at Randy and kind of, like pick some fruit up and go, and then eat it.
Why don't you give me a sleight of hand?
Okay.
I don't think he's looking necessarily to steal it. I think he's trying to get across the message that this is good quality shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm picking up what you're putting down, certainly.
This is how subtle can he do that without the other two at the table kind of picking up it, like, that you're evaluating there?
I mean, pretty subtle. I mean, not for nothing, like, Randolph definitely knows what is quality, So, and he knows what nobles live with. And this is better than what nobles have, or at least better than his household. Like, he's got dusty money. This guy's got fresh money. Right?
Yep.
Right.
Money.
New money, which means it's easy, or rather it's quick money. And quick money tends to be very hard money. It's not like he just inherited it. He earned this in a way. And he's a sellsword, so that makes sense. Malwaren, I will be using my persuasive skills to find out why he wants to meet us and who are his friends. His friends, not the sellsword.
Natsu, what did you roll for the...
Hendrix drops the hookah,
here.
falls
Go
below
ahead.
the table.
Yeah.
Push the button. Officially.
You certainly would be... The hookah would be passed around, like...
16 officially.
Okay. Morwaren will be sitting back, passing his hookah around if anyone desires it. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to come. I've heard many good things from individuals here on the island, and it's been cooperated. My brain cannot work. I cannot speak as the DM. Sources abroad have told me the same. So I heard you had issues with some demons that you fought off on an island.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's interesting, isn't it? You just bring up demons so casual like that.
Well, I believe you wanted me to get to the point, so I was starting to get there.
Carry on, my friend, carry on.
So I take that as a yes. You have fought demonic entities or forces upon one of your islands, and were successful in eliminating all of their traces.
I mean,
We can't.
yeah. Short form, yeah.
In long form?
Well, the thing about demons is no one really knows anything about them except demons. So the only information you ever get about demons is from other demons. You got to ask yourself how much they are willing to give up about their own kind. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Now, I'll say this. They were holding sway, and we stopped that being the case. But are they going to be gone forever and ever? I doubt it.
And you recovered all the collars that were upon people?
Not all. Some are still on people.
That is a problem that should be faced quickly and directly. Allow those bastards to get their teeth into something. You never know what they will bring about. I have
Mage
come...
hand, glass of wine. Can't agree with you more. Carry on.
I'm full on looking at this guy and trying to pick up on cues when he says stuff like the collars. I'm like, well, none of us mentioned the collars, so
No,
Was
this
he-
guy knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at this guy.
you're
I'm
welcome to
seeing
roll
this guy
inside.
that 100% has dealt a personal experience, not even spoken experience or third hand. This is the way he's describing it and the way he's coming straight to that point. Not even with the roll, I'm going to say that Randy's going to believe that this person has first hand experience.
okay. Well,
Demons.
I would like to use the roll as it was a natural 20 for a total of 32.
All right.
So
So,
who else has got
Yeah.
expertise?
I mean, I do, but not that high.
So, not only is there the fact that you can recognize that he's been told things that you guys haven't told him directly or whatever. He's pulled information from sources. He's got a lot of contacts, and he's using that. He does seem to speak with that knowledge and authority of having dealt with that kind, having dealt with those individuals. There's also this subtle, like, some of his wording and phrasing has more meaning to himself than to anybody else. And it's not like there's any way to really tell exactly what that means, but just like you kind of pick up this like it almost makes him chuckle in his head, sort of thing, like the way he phrases certain things, like dig their teeth into things and things like that. You're like, huh, that's weird, but there's nothing to back that with any tangible. But because you rolled so high, you can even pick up on those subtle, like, reactions on him. Oh, look, it looks like one of your fellow members finally made it. So good for them to be able to make it. What was his name? Was it Lucius?
Yeah.
Lucius, come join us. Your friends were just asking me about my time here and why I wanted Marco to invite you all here at the table. I hope you and your blade did not take too long, have too much to do without us.
No, I just had to take care of a few things. Who is this guy, by the way?
So there's Morwaren. There's a dark-haired, bearded elf with green eyes sitting at the table with Marco del Torino, and the rest of your companions are kind of sitting back. They seem to be pretty at ease, at least so far. I mean, they're definitely watching intently as Morwaren was describing things and talking about things. There's wine. You may have some of the hookah here. Morwaren kind of passes you the pipe if you desired it. And for those who have had it, it's kind of a mellow smoke with a little bit of like a vanilla note, and gives you a little bit of a head buzz, but nothing like too crazy. It's just kind of a mellowing smoke effect. Well, as I was saying, I came to this island to treat with my cousin. I keep trying to tell her that we need to be more involved in some of these events, especially hearing of your dealings with the demonic incursion and the colored ones. I myself have put out great effort to try to deal with them and perhaps even get us back to our home on the land below. Yeah, this is the elf that was talking to the golden lady, the Lenora, the one in all gold that you met at the...
I got a question.
Yep.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's full of shit?
Sure.
5 seconds too late, bro.
It's okay though. So it could be interesting.
23.
Okay.
That's a good number. You should be
It's a good
happy with that number.
Yeah. It wasn't the 32 that Hendrix just rolled, but it's okay. 23 is a respectable, good number. He seems to be straightforward with you. There's definitely like subtleties in what he's saying that you're not picking up, but he does seem to be honest and telling you guys the truth. Friendly. Well, as I was saying, we were... I made other attempts. I had surprisingly successful efforts to help a beachhead be made against the demons below. I came to get my cousin to try to commit more, to put some of her vast resources or her own personal power behind my efforts, and perhaps then we could finally push back the demons in return. But hearing of these colored ones, thought perhaps it would sway her to action, to do something.
Well, some people don't believe things until they see them. So.
She's comfortable here. She is protected here. Does not wish to risk any of that, despite the gains we could have.
Yeah,
But you think that we would?
Well, I think that it is a good opportunity to at least share notes. you guys have dealt with these. Perhaps there's information you have that could aid me in tracking down any that have escaped your presence, or perhaps even allow me to aid the beachhead against the demons far to the east.
I mean, I don't think we have very much genuine knowledge. No law to speak of. We're not very good at the retention of information. We're more of a see a problem, destroy a problem kind of people. And to be honest, we were so focused on not destroying the city, the island, or the population that knowledge of the actual demons was scant at best.
Oh, but you do know something of the colored ones, at least.
I mean,
You know, a handful of info. So I would
Yeah.
slightly butt in. Like, we know roughly the numbers they had in the city of coloured people. But then again, we found nearly as that many bodies, all with colours. So
how many did we find and how many are left over then?
we, including all the people in that city that were meant to have collared, when it 32, it was somewhere between 32 and 40. I'm gonna, not wanting to look like I don't know, I will turn around and say 35 for that instant, even if it's the wrong answer. There was about 35 of collars.
And you know how these collars work?
Correct. Yourself?
Well, if you found 35 collars, that means that there are 35 pairs that you have missed. Yes?
Not to total that. There were a few we managed to subdue.
Less than 35, certainly. Closer, probably to around 25.
Well, fortunately, with the ability to just give up and start somewhere else.
Yes, this has always been a problem for us whenever trying to deal with them.
We have the beginnings of a plan in action to at least let the knowledge of the collars be more public. And that the idea is if the collars are noticed that they are bad, and that the knowledge to remove them is as simple as a knock spell.
Knock spell, really?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm happy to share that information because the more that know it.
Matt Warren, you didn't know that?
No, actually. That is newer news to me.
How long have you been fighting him?
Lucius would also mention how, remember how the collars, they have certain symbols saying if it was like incoming or outgoing?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they had little, like the runes would shift depending on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. I did forget about that. Okay.
Fighting them. Let's see. You guys, we've been up here for 300 years. And their first invasion was about 100 years before that. It's about 400 years I've been fighting them.
400 years and you never thought to use a knock spell?
Well, to be fair, didn't really have any of them standing still long enough to try such simple things. And in the heat of battle, especially when they're being backed up by a few thousand demons each, you don't think of trying to cast knock.
Wait, you were fighting thousands of demons at the same time?
I tended to deal with hundreds at a time, but thousands a little beyond me. But each collard in the invasion had at their disposal about 1,000 demons each. They were kind of like the generals.
Oh. But again, you deal with hundreds of demons at a time?
I mean, the regular foot soldiers usually. The bigger ones I had to do either 1-on-1 or 2-on-1. Depended.
That's... I'm looking at this slight, spry, demure elf, and I'm like, noted.
You of all people, Randy, should know that size is not always everything.
Yeah, no, I didn't say anything. Are you reading my mind?
No, I've just been around people. I can judge reactions pretty well.
As they're talking, Lucius is going to ask the sword in his mind, what do you think of this guy? Is he full of shit, or?
Who are you asking?
His sword is...
his sword.
He's talking to the sword.
I see how it is. It's fine. Cool.
No, that's fine.
One afternoon,
you-
finally
you
comes
just-
and meets us, doesn't want to talk to us.
Well, I mean, I can't
just-
go like, hey, what do
That's-
you think of this guy? You think he's full of shit like he's in front of us, you know?
Lucius. I sense great age in this one. He's very old. Could be telling the truth. I didn't exactly fight in those wars at that time.
Cowardly sword.
Yeah. I will look at the elf man. I forget his name. Sorry about that.
More wearing. I'll type
Or-
in chat.
okay. I would tell him, well, if since you seem to have a lot of information and you want to help, maybe we can get you in contact with Tidosha or our wizard, and I'm pretty sure any help you can give us will come back tenfold.
Perhaps we could work something out there, yes.
You heading out to talk to some demons in a bit, or what?
Me? I do not talk to demons. They've destroyed our homelands, ruined my place of rest.
Slow down. It's fine. I play the harp. Don't need the heartstrings. I'm just saying, when are you next going out to actually fight some demons?
Well, soon enough, I suppose I should head to the east and check in on my efforts there.
To the east. Did we come from the east, or we came from the west?
You guys came from the west.
Okay. Interesting. Do you ever go down to the south or the north?
Travel all the shattered lands quite frequently.
I guess what I'm asking is the east the abode of the demons?
Oh, the demons live everywhere below, and he kind of gestures like downwards. The east is where
3 dimensions.
yes, this is the problem with floating lands. I'd like to see them all down with no demons there. Again, we could enjoy the sun and the warm land, solid ground, the vast expanses.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
And it was glorious.
Kind of don't understand this statement because I'm like, we've got all that. It's here. Not knowing anything different.
Yeah, no.
Randy completely clocks the fact that this guy does know different, that he has been around since before the change in the Shattered Lands. And that is very interesting.
So I was curious. You know anything about the devils, or have you fought any devils?
Not had much dealings with the devils, to tell you the truth. They're on opposite sides of the demons, and that part I usually okay with. And I've gone through great extents and committed great atrocities, I suppose, in some eyes, for the sake of fighting the demons. I've not sided with any devils.
Just so curious, I haven't heard too much about them, but they all rest below. So.
They do. However, the grounds below, the original Earth, Altera, was taken over by the demon side, part of the expansion out away from the Blood Wars. Whether this is because the devils have kind of put them at the standstill, or because they've overcome most of the devils, I do not know.
To be honest, it's crazy foggy down there. You don't want to go.
No. Not really my thing. Yet.
All right.
Everything's
enough.
falling apart. Things you can't see 10 feet in front of your face. I don't.
Sounds like you have personal experience.
Oh, Yeah.
Only if you knew.
That only the mist elves had come from below. You have traveled down and come back safely, huh?
Briefly. Yeah.
That is a story I'd love to hear to its fullest.
One day when we know each other better.
Perhaps, yes.
All right. Enough dilly. Enough playing footsie under the table. You got your man here to call and invite him to chat to you. Find out what we know about demons. Why do I feel like this is a job interview?
Oh, isn't everything essentially finding out what someone else's worth could be to you?
Very true.
And voice in Hendrix's head, I'm in very stark danger of actually really liking this guy.
I agree with the voice in my head, but out loud. Me too.
Come on, man, be cool. So, we have value. Yes?
Certainly appears to be so, yes.
All right. We have desire. Because we also wish to take care of this demon issue. It's unresolved. And quite frankly, they scared me. So, I recognize the danger that they present to my life and my lifestyle. And I'd like to have that curbed. I know that Hendrix feels similar. And Lucius is, of course, driven by divine purpose. Natsu is... Natsu's really good at cooking food.
Great
That
woman.
I am. As well as,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always looking for the last deal. And, money doesn't hurt either. Good.
Moving, but we're not.
We're not. That's so funny. Oh, no, and I'm back. And you're
Oh,
back.
are we?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There you
I
are.
can hear Dave. Everything on Skype for me is frozen. Sorry,
Yeah,
Skype
everything is
watchers.
frozen for me.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
us move though on Twitch, so I just need to not look at apparently
Yeah,
at
that's
Skype
very weird.
Yeah, man.
because that is really weird. Unpin.
Sorry, watchers. There was a glitch somewhere, and everything
Glitch in the
blinked
matrix.
out.
Oh, there we go. It blinked back,
Hey.
and now everything's
Okay.
on. All right. Well, that
Rewind.
was interesting.
Yes, always technical
What?
issues with XP Guild.
Natsu,
So-
you were saying something about deals to be made, and then you froze for everybody here.
Yes. Now you know. When there's not a deal,
never
then
see.
everything freezes. No, indeed. Where there's deals to be made, I am there. So this sounds like a deal that could be made and could be profitable and could be the last thing I do. So there we go.
So go on, Marwan. Why don't you pitch?
I do not have a specific job at the moment for you. However, I am working on fighting the demons, and if you have information or if I could provide any information, that would be useful. In addition, I am always looking for soldiers to help fight off the demons and perhaps even start pressing into the mists themselves. You've dealt with the demons and presumably the mists that surrounded that island you were on. You figured out the way to destroy that. Perhaps you could help us push into the mists. Fight to reclaim the lands below.
And what do we get out of that?
What is it you desire?
No. I know this game. The thought is that if we bid, we will always bid low.
All right.
But you don't know who we are. When we bid for everything. So I'll tell you what we want. Everything.
What? To own your dad's business? You want to rule some land? You want to free a demon or a devil from a blade? What is it your heart's desire that I can provide?
Sitting back in my cushion, having now mentioned my dad's fortune, I'm not going to say another word for at least about 5 minutes.
I'm very intrigued by this, so I'm gonna throw the sword in front of him, see what happens.
And he kind of just looks at it and reaches out and runs his right middle finger over that blade. Lots of magics in that one. Be careful with it. He could provide you with something you want, could provide you something you don't. I've recognized the ilk of it when I saw you wielding it. But feeling it... Oh.
Well, so far it hasn't led me astray, so...
Because I will judge not and allow you to judge your use and positioning of it all. So, what
So
is
let
it
me
you
just
want?
get this straight, just so I can assess.
Mm-hmm.
Are you asking us to team up with, to potentially go into the void, the smoke, the no space?
That would certainly be a position I would be interested in acquiring your uses for. However, if you speak correctly and there are individuals running around free, of which I believe you know more of and have yet to share, that is okay. If we can deal with them first, that would probably be better. I'd hate for us to go fight the fight down there just to find the fight up here was lost.
Agreed. Well, a bit of information that might help us track down the people up here is that the collars, when they're released, the rest of the collared people know. They're aware. So they must be connected in some way. And if we have one collar, maybe we could use it to find the other collars.
That is an interesting proposition. Might be doable to trace that back. A powerful magic wielder. You guys mentioned a wizard that you have utilized in the past. Perhaps he can follow that train of thought further.
No. The thing is, though, if they are scattered on these lands, I am one captain with a ship, a great crew, but I can't cover this whole land.
Fair enough. Could be something I could help with. I do have a bit of a network. And I have a captain who has some ships I could contact.
Good.
Have you got a bead on anyone who is wearing a collar?
First I knew of their arrival was when I heard of your victory. I was elsewhere amongst the lands.
Yeah, but do you have a bead on any of them now?
Not at the moment, no. I was hoping you had more info. I was partially hoping you came here for tracking one down.
We first met the Coloured Ones when an embassy arrived on our island, promising protection with magical eye. You mentioned that he wasn't the only embassy, and that others went to other islands. How many? Don't know.
We don't know.
All right. We have much work to do then, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll excuse me, though, I am needed elsewhere. There is a threat to the island. I must go aid. He stands up and starts walking away.
Stop.
Threat?
There's a threat to the island?
There's a commotion down by the docks.
Well, then let's absolutely come and help.
Yeah. As he says there's a threat on the docks, I'll see if I can communicate with the ship. If the ship sees anything. I don't know where in the docks and where the ship is.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a chance.
I love that your ship could tell you that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah, Hendrix. Well, it does appear that there is a fleet of ships. I currently counting about 14 or 15, but it's pretty cloudy out. There could be quite a bit more.
Over and out. Yeah, we're going to want to see this. Lucius, come on.
Well, you guys head to the
it.
docks. I'll be there as soon as I can. I must gather some resources and rouse some of the protections of this island. Aid my cousin in that.
Okay, well, we'll try and hold them off at the docks and do what we do. So apologies in advance for wrecking part of your island. Fires
If you could get
will.
our rune tab cleared as well as the costs, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah,
Start
plus
walking
permission
away.
to use some offensive spells. We're going to need to grab some equipment as well. Oh, let's go. I'm stretching as we're walking.
100%. Just come out of the door.
Oh,
Drink it.
that's a deep one. Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
And as you guys head off, you make your way to the docks of the island, or the front, at least, area of the island. And you see there's like a gathering of individuals. Zay's there, along with many of the guardsmen are kind of hanging out. And so there's kind of in this entryway, there are a group of people that are obviously from the Arcosian. There are also some like just spectators kind of hanging out. And there is like a small troop of what almost looks like pirates or like ragtag kind of humanoids, various types. And one is standing there waiting. And you kind of hear at one point, "Bring the person who can make these decisions to me. Bring them. They must pay, or we will destroy this island. We will raid this island and kill everyone on it. And that
I
is
know.
where we're going to go ahead and take a break. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, watchers. We'll be back in 15. If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Skycastle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show. Stuff. What's up, guys? I'm here. We're coming back. When last we left off, the party was at a dinner party with Marco Del Torino and Warren, the elf, that was then cut off. Essentially, Warren stood up and said, "If you'll excuse me, there's some trouble down at the docks. I need to go help set up for defenses." The party offered to come along. He said, "Well, head down to the docks. I need to go help my cousin arouse the defense of the island and help protect this place. But any help you can throw in, go for it." Upon arriving, they see a kind of eclectic group of what kind of looks like pirates, I guess. Like they've just mix-matched clothing, lots of weapons on them, various races spread out there, and there was one kind of like larger woman that was shouting out saying, "I need the person who can make decisions. I need him here now, or we're going to destroy this island. We're going to ransack and pillage it." And that is kind of where we left off. That's where we went to break. Upon these docks, Zay will step forward and hold out his hands. "Look, my lady, I am sorry for your issues, but you will not be speaking to the one who can make those decisions. The decisions have been made. You may depart from this island with your life intact, or you can stay and attempt to fight us. Either way, it will not end well for you." And the lady goes, "We want 100,000 platinum right now, or we will level this land. We will take everything. We'll destroy everyone." They just kind of like looks around at the group that's gathered here and holds out his hands. "Then you're welcome to try, my friend." She kind of angrily stomps off and heads towards a ship that has been kind of like docked not too far away. And they kind of head up and out, heading back towards the rest of the fleet. "Well, that went well," he says kind of sarcastically to no one, and like looks around. You see there's like soldiers that are moving over. There's like large ballistas that have been set up, and essentially like have been like pulled out and put in place. They're starting to load and prep those. You see up like on one of the higher levels of the Arcosian, there's like basically these windows have opened up and these cannons have been like rolled out from prep to fire on the ships. Well, if anyone wishes to help fight, that would be appreciated. We need
How
only stall.
appreciated?
Let's say for every ship you disable or destroy, 1,000 gold.
Done. Regardless of the end result, free room and board for our stay here. How's that?
Done.
Let's go, mother.
Oh, and free reign of your kitchen.
What do you want? Food? I mean, your room and board is covered. Do you want to?
No. I want to take over your kitchen.
You could do without the cat, maybe. I look. You're welcome to come up to my bar and run the kitchen there if you want, but I can't give you free reign of all the kitchens here. That's beyond my power.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Anything you guys need to, we only need to delay long enough for the defenses to be fully active. If you can, take out any ships, gather whatever you can from them, whatever. However, the main thing is to keep them from making landfall and wait. That'll be...
What's the distance these ships are out?
They're still a decent ways out. They're probably, say, about like half a mile. But you can see, specks of ships. There's a lot of clouds, so could be more, like your ship had alluded to, that you could see quite a bit. But there were certainly
half a mile.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we may as well wait for them to come closer.
Yeah, I'll huddle with our team huddle. Go on, Natsu, you can come in as well.
I was not paying attention.
I grab you by the tail and I
That's
pull
why
you
you
towards
needed the
Do not touch the tail. I sidestep him.
So the words were disable the ships.
Yeah.
So we don't need to kill everybody.
Nah.
We just need to kill the ships.
Yeah.
I'm thinking rudders and sails.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we're going to get that. Because and I point out to all the ships. The rudders and sails are over there and we're here.
Yeah.
Ideas. Let's go.
Let's fly out there, land on the ship, and let's blow it up. And fly to another ship and blow it up.
Is there any ships that are like really close to each other?
I mean, not overly. I mean, they're ships. They're big as it is, so they're fairly spaced out. There's not like clumps of ships.
Okay. Lucius is gonna try to get 150 feet close to one.
Currently, right now, they're about half a mile out.
Okay, I'll wait until they get to that range, and then I'll do something.
Okay, you guys staying on the docks, or are you guys going up?
Do we have any ships that can go meet them out there?
You have your own ships.
Hendrix, you fancy going 1 against 15?
I don't know. I'm not built as a vanguard. Like,
Yeah, no, I know. It was just a thought.
I mean,
I do
you'll
like
see.
the idea that you said flying from ship to ship.
Yeah.
And I click my heels together. I'm like, I can do that.
I can do that.
Can you guys?
I do not have that power, no.
I can. Do I? Have I kept that as an option? Hold on.
I mean, you'll
Catapult me over there to when they get closer. I'd take a nap right now, and then when they get closer, you did a push.
Is there any ships that are about to leave the docks? It looks like they're going to fight them.
Yeah. There are other like captains that are heading towards their ships.
I'm
Mostly
gonna
the
follow
rougher.
one of them and Jump on their ship.
Lucius, wait, Lucius! You need
Hold
to get
on,
your
mate.
spear off the ship.
Calm down. So let's run to your ship, grab your bits and bobs, Hendrix, and once we've
everyone's
got
ship,
everything that we need, I'm going to cast fly at 6th level. No, I only need to get 2 of you, don't I? So 5th level, and that should.
Just out of curiosity, how long
does fly last?
Yeah.
I believe I can fly. That will last 10 minutes.
Oh.
Okay.
10 minutes. That gets us out there. 60 feet, half a mile. We'll get there inside a minute. Still gives us 9 minutes afterwards.
I mean,
You can even
it
hold
takes
that.
so half a mile is 2,500 plus feet, right? Divided by
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
60
like
feet.
5,200 something.
What?
Yeah.
That's mad.
So 5,280 is a mile. Divided by
Okay.
2 is 2,640.
Yeah.
Divided by 60 would be 44 minutes.
I'm never
Oh
gonna
wait,
get
60
that
feet
right.
around, right?
So potentially
that's
120 feet
44
around.
rounds. So it's really only 4.4 minutes. But
Yeah.
then hopefully no one loses concentration. You guys fall. I'm just pointing out possible problems of.
I like the flying idea, but why don't we take one of the ships until we're a bit closer, and
Fine.
then
Sure. We're gonna grab hold of someone else's ship.
That
Oh,
way we have
100%
more
will.
time in the air too.
Yeah. All right. So is that
Grab
there
all our
are other
stuff
ships
then.
going out there? Yes.
Yeah, there are other captains that are like gathering up, and there are, some of like the kind of more mercenary types that are like, grabbing, say, hey, can I come on your ship or whatever? And
Any
Yeah.
of those ships 500 meters away from our ship?
sure.
Okay, then I will drop 2 4th level spell slots as I blink away from everyone else and land inside Hendrix's ship, grab hold of all the pieces that everyone wants, and then blink back on the ship to where everyone is as I cast Dimension Door twice. I'll be like,
I see you struggling with all that stuff.
it's like falling as like Lucius's spear is just that ridiculously heavy.
Should have said
What?
one of us could have come with you, I guess.
I have to remember other people can come with me on Dimension Door. One day I'm gonna remember that.
My shield is not that
Watch
heavy.
you struggling. I'm like, I could have helped you, man.
Pick up my shield.
So I've grabbed everyone's pieces. GM, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Boom,
You,
boom.
you,
done.
you forgot my fuzzy ball.
No, I wouldn't forget your fuzzy ball. There you go. Can you see the fuzzy ball? Can you see the fuzzy ball?
It does not.
That's.
I mean, if you want me to kill you, then we can play fuzzy ball.
No, here you go, mate.
I take it back.
All right, so you guys are hitching a ride with another ship heading out.
Yeah.
Gesturing to the captain. Have you got room for 4 champions of the arena?
Aye, yeah, we got room. Yeah.
Do you have
Come
a
on up.
catapult?
We've got a cat.
Got cannons. But
Cannons? Well, that not works so well.
Might work a bit too well. Get you to the ship and beyond.
Your reasoning, but okay. And you get aboard, and the captain sets sail, exiting, heading out of the harbor, gaining altitude, and starts making his way out towards other ships. Now, there are, as you get up there, there's quite a large fleet that's out here, and there are other ships that have headed, but, kind of all head into directions to like smaller groups of these invading ships. So in order to make this kind of work, I think what I was thinking is that each square here is about 30 feet.
Okay.
In order to make not having to do a map ridiculously large that it would kill people's computers and such.
Okay.
Okay.
So the downside is, I don't know. Is there a way maybe I can scale this scene so that it will actually mark that at 30 feet? That's a good question. Let's see. Configure.
I don't understand it, but me and Natsu are once again linked side by side.
Gosh, grid scale. Oh, there we go. 30.
Oh wow, you're down there. Okay, I see. I just lost everyone.
It's refreshing, I think, because I changed the grid
Right.
scale. So now I think if you measure, it should
Right.
measure by 30s. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
it
you
sure
go.
did.
There you go. There you go. If you guys are still linked, I can try something. I think. Are you able to move your own character now, Dave?
So I'm not officially on my own thing. So because of the complications.
Okay.
I can move Natsu.
I think that's why he was linked to Hendrix.
Probably.
I don't know
Okay.
how to unlink him.
I can't move Natsu, but Natsu always moves when I move.
Yeah.
He's a
See, I am-
copycat.
Exactly. I mimic things and then I attack.
Thingy little bugger.
Okay.
How he did that?
$510, $540.
Oh well, yeah. I don't know. There's some way, but I don't remember how I did it. So it's just is what it is. We'll have to remove him when you move, I guess. Or here, maybe if I delete Natsu token and then put a new
I'm
Natsu
free.
token in.
Do what I want.
No, now I'm moving Natsu. What's happening? Okay, I'm moving mine.
Welcome to more technical difficulties from the
Oh,
XP
you know
Guild.
what?
Okay, cool. I can move both of them, but they're not linked now. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Someone
Now I just-
cast enlarge on me. I see what I am now.
That was the
making decisions.
DM. There you go. There you go. All right, cool. So essentially, you guys are on the ship, but because of the scaling and the gridding and all this, I don't think I can actually have you guys all in that square. So I have you off to the side so that you'll figure it out as we go.
Mhm.
All right, and as you kind of sail off towards these, let me get 1 second to the encounter information I have for this. Okay. Encounters. There you go. And with that, if you guys want, let us go ahead and roll initiative.
What? We're in combat.
Okay. You've got this. Bastard.
Do not.
13
this.
total.
14. Suck it, Hendrix.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, look, that's why
22.
I'm going last. All right. Jeez, Lucius, calm down.
Yeah.
That's you.
22. Yeah. Let's see, persuade someone, mother.
Let me roll.
As I look you up and down my insight.
As I deceive you.
22.
God damn it, you two. Worst thing is, yeah, I have expertise in sleight of hand, but every time I've tried to pickpocket you, Randy, I rolled a nat 1.
And every time that will ever happen in the future, you will continue to roll a nat 1.
Yep.
Yep.
I just feel it's a thing now.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's see. I mean, you're on the ship. You've sailed out to this point. Lucius, you are first to act. Is there something that you would like to do to prep or to set up essentially for this?
Yeah, I want to hold my action till we get to like 150 feet away from one of the ships so I can cast a spell.
Okay. Cool. Natsu,
Mm-hmm.
you are next in the initiative order. Is there anything that you're doing to prep or to aid the ship or whatever?
Since they don't have a catapult, is there any other arcane siege weaponry on the ship that's big enough to basically launch me?
I don't think there's like necessarily straight launching things, but you do notice that there's like a harpoon type gun, like a ballista with like a rope tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's made to like fire and grapple onto another ship with that.
Yeah.
Thing.
My man's about to go Wile E. Coyote.
Definitely moving in that direction.
Okay, that's like at the prow of the ship.
Yeah.
Move up to the prow and
Begin
that gun.
Yeah, definitely being prepped.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I will send Daisy out ahead, out of harm's way, but I don't know, distance. She doesn't move that fast. She'll move as fast as I do, though. How fast is this ship going as it is? Is
It's similar
like, are
to your
we
ship,
pacing to meet, or were you just stopped? Are we stationary? I think that's the question.
Oh, like you guys were moving forward towards this group of ships, and like you got to a point where the other ship started to react. So one of them has moved forward and kind of turned, so its broadside is facing you guys, at least in general, and you're gonna hear the crackle of cannons as two cannonballs come flying out. Let me see. What am I? Okay.
It is interesting.
Here.
It's like they have a siren to let you know that the cannonballs are firing.
All right. Strange how that works. Okay.
I have nothing to help except Zorororo style and slice the cannonballs in half as they come towards us.
Yeah.
Which anime-wise works
amazing.
every time.
Yeah, every time. One cannon will fly wide, but another ball will find its mark and slam into the ship itself. So we're gonna take a certain amount of damage for the ship itself. Okay. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as the ship rocks from getting slammed into it.
26, baby boy.
Okay. Yeah.
12.
Hang on, when did my dexterity
35.
saving throw get so good?
35, did you say, Lucius?
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Okay, it's still good. Natsu?
24.
Okay. So, Hendrix, you are knocked prone as the impact of this blast rocks the ship. All right. Moving on. Randy, is there anything you would like to do?
Not a fan of that. Don't want that to happen again. I'd like to set the end of this ship's movement. Is it going to get 120 feet ahead of us?
Appears to still be about 300 feet out. 330 feet out.
Okay. I think I'm going to just cast my multi-person and have 4 of me show up with mirror image.
All right. Cool.
And I will, as a bonus action, give inspiration to Natsu, saying, I like your style, and I think you're going to need that.
Thank you,
So it's a
thank you.
D10. D10. There's a floating moat of energy around you, and if you do take the time to notice what it is, you'll see that it's a watermelon that's slowly getting munched down to 0, and then starting whole again, much, whole. Okay. That's my
I
turn.
like it.
Very GIF art. I like it.
Hendrix, you have been knocked prone on this deck of the ship, but what would you like to do?
Oh, bastard. I stand up, half my movement. Might as well bonus action. I will activate my boots, or my winged boots, but I'm still standing on the deck, if that makes sense. They're just activated.
You're just prepped so that they're ready for future
Exactly.
rounds.
In case the ship goes down. Action, I guess I'm going to try and help Natsu in some way. I might even join him. I'm not too sure yet.
Then we will be linked together once again.
No!
Scary as all hell. All right. This one is going to fire off 2 cannon shots as well. Let's see. All right. Again, one will find a mark. It's not the right one. So if I click on the right dice. Okay. Now, if everyone can make another dexterity saving throw for me. The ship rocks as this cannonball slams into it.
A lot better. 25 total.
Oh, shit, another 26.
Got 16.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You guys are maybe just ready for this one better than the other one. And all of you are able to maintain your footing as the fire kind of rocks the ship. Your own captain goes forward. And from there, see, you're now about 120 feet from the other ship.
Oh, now it gets to be fun.
I had held an action for when I hit 150.
Yep, I had a feeling. So, I mean, it would have been 1 square back, but release.
I'm gonna aim for let me see, like the middle of the ship on the bottom, because I'm trying to hit the sails with a fireball.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. It's a dexterity saving throw for them. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fireball goes off and engulfs the sails and bits of the ship on it. This one, actually, you notice the sails are on the sides, so it's more like you could hit the sails of one side or the other.
Okay. I will hit. Let me see which side. I will hit the right side that we see right in front of us.
Yeah.
And the total was 31.
Okay. 31 points of damage. You see that, like, bits of the sails are like tattered and starting to, like, are licking with a little bit of flames here and there as the fireball goes off. All right. He doesn't quite have a good angle of fire. Let me see the range on this ship here. If someone wants to, if two of you, and I'll let you guys choose, and maybe we rotate this. Give me a dexterity-based attack.
I'll take the first one.
All right.
Dexterity-based attack.
Yeah, just tell me what it hits. What the roll is.
It's going to be a +8 using my crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Okay. 23 will hit. Roll me 8d12.
8d12.
Yep.
Just checking 8 of them, yes?
8 of them. 8d12. Who else is making an attack?
I can do it.
Okay.
So use my unarmed strike, basically.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
That's 47.
I was
Okay. Good.
1 point away from critical. So 29.
Okay. Roll me 8d12.
Oh, no, wrong button. Not 8d8, 8d12. The magic numbers. 66.
Nice.
Yeah, your cannonball slammed in the side of this ship. You see it rock, this one in the distance. Here it's hitting. You see it kind of like rock from that, and you can see like there's a couple of sailors like fall off the edge from the impact. Powerful shot there. Back up at the top of the round, we've got Lucius.
Hit it with another fireball.
When in doubt.
Yeah, fireball.
The damage on the other one is 27.
Was it me?
Okay. Yeah. You see that these sails are severely hampered now, and it seems like their ability to sail is quite a bit limited due to the damage to these sails here. Anything else, or is it Natsu's turn?
That'll be it for me.
All right. Natsu.
How
Lucius
close
has
are we?
fired off a couple of fireballs. You're like 120 feet.
How far does the harpoon shoot?
You probably want to be within like 90 feet for a chance, and like more like 45 feet or so for a better chance.
Okay. Yell out, we need to get closer.
We're getting there. Captain kind of shouts as he sees you up there. Ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my action, and because if the ship moves before the end of the turn and we get closer, then I'm gonna push on the
Okay.
harpoon.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Nice. It's nice. It's good.
Yeah. I have 0 range, so I'll use my action to shoot you across if needs be.
That just works. I mean, at least you could shoot the harpoon, and if it sticks, I can just simply run across the rope.
I can get you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll get you there. You want to come with me, Natsu?
We can do so, yes. As long as I don't go down with the ship, I am fine with that.
2 more shots come flying from this ship on the far side. However, they both miss. So you guys dodged that one. Randy, you're up.
I'm going to grab Natsu and say, are you ready?
I am ready.
And I'm going to dimension door onto the top ship over here.
Okay.
I'd like to dimension door into the crow's nest if possible.
Yeah, should be able to. You can see it, so there shouldn't be any restriction to like accuracy or anything. So
Yeah, and I'm well within range. So we're both going to land there.
there's a startled, like tiefling humanoid up there.
Okay.
With he like draws a warhammer as he sees you appear. Like, oh, what the hell?
Time
Okay.
for you to go now. Bye bye.
Yeah. Can I, as a just for funsies, I don't think it'll work. But can I, for funsies, please quicken bonus action gust
Sure.
on
Hey,
that guy?
Could since I held my action, could I assist?
This
Sure.
is just a strength-based check that he needs to take care.
I'm pushing him with the help of
It's a,
Gus.
it's a strength saving throw, or be
All
pushed 5 feet away from me. And we're in a crow's nest, so there's not 5 feet there. DC is 17.
Yeah. Even if I had rolled the regular without disadvantage, he fails. He will fall 20 feet down to the base of the ship here. So roll me 2 d6s.
Sure. Ooh, that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he falls out of this crow's nest. And
Okay.
like, unlike other ships, because these two have sails on the sides, they do have like just basically like a pillar that comes up from the middle of the ship with like a crow's nest in it. There's no like sail attached, but it's like a little lookout spot for them.
Right.
So he falls down and hits the ground.
Love it.
Hendrix.
I'm going to crouch down inside the crow's nest to give myself a bit of cover.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I was a little worried about firing this thing, but Nazi has vanished. So I'm like, oh, cool. And I will shoot this, was it a harpoon that he was readying?
Yeah.
At the other ship, the one to its right. Left, right.
He was waiting because it was a little far out of range. Like the amount of rope you have did not have quite enough room. So you could ready it yourself.
I will do that because I have no range. So
yeah, fair enough. Alrighty. This ship kind of limp forward. I think that puts it within the range. So you can go ahead and fire a dexterity-based attack.
Okay.
With your harpoon shot.
A dexterity-based attack. Should I just do a dagger?
Sure. Yeah. I just need to hit. I'll tell you what the damage is.
Okay, because I've got like a plus 10 to hit.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20 for a
Oh,
total of 30.
So with a natural 20, then you're going to roll 6d10 as your harpoon hits the mark. And you're just now like this heavy rope that is attached to the front of the ship you're on, into the ship that you just fired into.
38.
38 points of damage. All right.
Yeah.
Already that side of the ship had been kind of scoured by these fireballs and flame torch along the side, and now you pierce it with this harpoon, like goes right into the wall itself, probably into the ship a little bit as well, and bits of the wood and such crack and break up. But your ship now is tethered to that ship.
I don't know if it's got some sort of winch or if it's just a loose rope, but I secure it.
Yeah. It's essentially just like attached to the ship itself, and there are ways like I guess there is a winch that they could like try to winch it in. Usually its main point is to like keep a ship
Stop
from
people,
breaking
yeah.
away or getting away while you can send a boarding party or whatever. Cool. There's now a tether there, and it would be the next ship's turn, right? Did I do that right? Oh, no, that was that ship's turn. It's now going to attempt to fire at your ship. Let's see. Okay, there's one hit.
Don't like that.
Yeah, that one's a miss. All right, so
Are these cannon all in one line, coming out from one set of docking? Like they're coming out of their portholes and firing, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't know what D&D Beyond's waiting for. Okay, so your ship rocks and shakes. So I need, I guess, Lucius and Hendrix to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Glad I left one of the flyers there.
19 for Hendrix.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so Lucius, you will fall prone on deck as your ship rocks. One of the sailors on board your ship will fly off and fall to the ground. Fall like in the mist below.
Oh shit!
Oh no, I'm gonna have so much time to
Could
think about my life
I
choices.
have casted Feather Fall on him, or is it too late?
Yes,
can
another
slowly
falls
fall
reaction.
to his death.
We have previously discussed how awful that would be to cast Featherfall on someone falling into the mist below, because it only lasts a minute, which is just long enough for the guy to go, at the end of this minute, I'm going back into free fall.
What I'm hoping is that somebody can get him before he falls down.
But yes, you have a guy now slowly floating down.
You've got a countdown of a minute, my guy. I'm telling you right now, okay?
Not that one.
Hey, that's 10 rounds, man.
I'm going to make it this guy for no good reason. But this guy. And then I wonder, is there a way to do something like
Elevation.
elevation on him? I forget where that is. Oh,
Just shrink the
elevation
number.
here. All right. So, and they fall 60 feet around?
I mean, they're in Featherfall now,
Yeah, with Featherfall at 60 feet around, I think, right?
as opposed to 500 feet.
Yeah. It's funny. It makes it smaller, too. All right, there we go. We got...
It'd be too far for. I don't have any more dimension doors. I don't know what you
That
think I'm
dimension.
gonna do.
You're way over there.
Way over here, bro.
You probably don't even. Yeah, you don't even see it because you're crouched down, like you have no idea. Oh, that's right. The people on your ship there would get to fight. You did that on your turn, so I've got this guy. Do you have anything that you can do to? Ooh. Natsu, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I'm spinning a key point to re-roll that.
Wait,
Okay.
before you do, remember you have got your D10 bar deck as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. No, so I'm not gonna. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna spin the D10. Yes. So math. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You shake off the effects as you feel a spell cast at you.
I do believe someone is casting spells below.
And you get yourself 13 temporary hit points as a result of using that for that.
Yes. I think I'm going to have to play ball with them.
Fuzzy ball.
Fuzzy ball indeed.
Oh, is that the new shoelaces?
I think it might be the new shoelaces. I say to no one in the air.
Okay, a couple of the people on deck are ready. Actions to fight. Lucius, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
We got enemies on the deck?
No, your other half your team is on
okay.
another ship. Now, Hendrix fired a rope, like a harpoon, into the other ship. So now there is a rope that tethers your ship to the ship across, like directly ahead of you.
Yeah, but how far away is that?
Like 90 feet.
Yeah, I know that I gotta
60.
spend half my movement to get up. How far is the cannon from me?
The cannons themselves are like below deck. So you'd have to go down one level to get into like the firing room.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not gonna do this. So what I'll do is I'll take the rest of my 15 just to get in front where the harpoon is. And as an action, I'll hurl a firebolt at the back sail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's 11.
11 will miss.
That's fine. Let's see, what am I gonna do for a bonus action?
And that's who you will be next.
I think that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Natsu, do
Yes.
touch the cannon.
Touch the cannon. What do you mean, touch the cannon?
Don't touch the cannon.
Oh, I am not planning on no touching cannon. Planning on touching the sails, if at all possible.
Sails on this particular ship are on the sides
Yep.
of the ship.
How far away are they?
Well, you're 20 feet up in a crow's nest, and then they're about 15 or so feet to the part, to like the edge, and then they are attached kind of on the lower side.